In this video, we are going to study some of the most interesting stocks of the moment, such as SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, Tesla, and more, always basing our ideas and thoughts on technical evidence and facts established in the charts I will show you. No guesswork, no panic or euphoria, we are just gonna study what's happening now and work through some possible scenarios. If you don't know me, my name is Nathan, I'm a trader, I'm from Brazil, and I like to share my thoughts on the market here on this channel, while practicing my English, by the way, so welcome or welcome back to the Finance Hydra channel. Now, it seems that the market doesn't have the strength to react, which is a shame as we are trading close to important turning points. We see the SPY struggling to break through the all-time high area, while the QQQ, which we're gonna analyze in a minute, stabilizes its price near its support zone. So many of our stocks, which we're gonna talk about in this video, are about to trigger reversal or continuation patterns. The only thing we are missing here is a convincing reaction instead of these weak candlestick patterns over here. For instance, SPY has yet to break two important resistance levels, the 562, which is a gap resistance, and the 565, which is the all-time high area. We see nothing but a sideways correction over here below these key points, but we are still above a very important support level, 554, which was a previous top level over here, acting as a support level. Now, this is the principle of polarity in technical analysis. Previous top levels are gonna work as future support levels and vice versa. Now, only a meaningful, true breakout of one of these key points, either resistance or support levels, will bring something new on SPY. So by breaking the all-time high area, okay, great. SPY is going to continue its bullish bias. Pay attention, will continue its bullish bias because we are still bullish. We are in bullish territory. We are still above our support levels. We are still above the 21 EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart over here. So we are still in bullish territory. Only by losing these support levels, the 554, the 21 EMA on the daily chart, then SPY is going to trigger a medium-term reversal on the daily chart, suggesting a sharper correction ahead. In this case, its next technical target is its next technical support level, which is this open gap over here, 544. Gaps. Remember guys, gaps work as magnets for the price when we see reversals. So far, no reversal. The bias is still bullish as long as we stay above these two support levels, 554, the 21 EMA on the daily chart. Now, the QQQ, on the other hand, is already around the 21 EMA area, and it is trying to react, but we don't see a convincing reaction here, alright? We see nothing but bearish, black candlestick patterns. Yes, we are above the 21 EMA, great, but we don't see a meaningful bottom signal here yet. What's more, although we are still in bullish territory, we have yet to see higher highs, higher lows on QQQ. We have yet to see the QQQ triggering this bullish pivot point over here, making a higher high, higher low, just as any other bull trend. Guys, bull trends are made of higher highs, higher lows. Alright, eventually we're gonna see pullbacks. Pullbacks are not reversals, they are just pullbacks as long as we don't see technical reversals. Therefore, this movement over here is nothing more, nothing less than a pullback. With the information we have here so far, of course. So far, as far as I know, this is a technical pullback. Only by losing our support levels, that I'm going to tell you guys in a minute, we're gonna actually reverse the bullish momentum. But in theory, we should just react above the support level, and by breaking the 484, the previous resistance level, then the QQQ is going to actually materialize a real meaningful bullish reversal chart structure that could take us back to the all-time high area. We have an open gap over here. Gaps work as magnets for the price. Therefore, there is a decent chance that by breaking the 484, the QQQ is going to actually reverse this short-term bearish bias and resume the medium-term bullish bias over here. Now, Nathan, what if the QQQ fails to break this resistance level? Let me erase this key point because I think it is not applicable anymore. What if the QQQ loses the support levels over here, like the 21 EMA, like the $465, which is a technical gap support level over here as well? If we lose these key points, this support area, then the QQQ is going to materialize a medium-term reversal, and in this case, I see the QQQ retesting one of the Fibonacci's retracements over here. Could be any of them, we can't tell, it is too soon to tell, alright, but any of these three retracements over here could act as a future support level for us. So far, so good. We are still above the 21 EMA, we have yet to close this gap over here, so the QQQ is so far stabilizing above the 21 EMA. Great. Of course, we don't see a meaningful reaction yet, so it could be better, but so far the situation is under control. Alright, Nathan, what's the worst case scenario in your humble opinion? Well, in my humble opinion, the QQQ, by materializing a top signal on the weekly chart, by losing your support levels, in the worst case scenario, we are gonna trigger a sharper correction on the weekly chart, retesting again the support level of this ascending channel. Therefore, see, the bullish bias is still intact on the weekly chart, even considering a sharp correction back to this support level, back to the 440s over here. Again, that would still maintain the long-term bullish bias. But I do agree that such correction would be very annoying on the daily chart, so there would not be any buying opportunity, especially for a swing trader like myself over here in this scenario, alright? So we gotta pay attention to this support area. And how this is gonna affect our stocks? Well, Nvidia is not reacting, just like the QQQ is not reacting, but it is, in this case, is a little bit more bearish because we are losing the 21 EMA over here. We lost the support level after earnings. We lost the support level at 123 over here, which was the support level of this short-term congestion seen on the 1 hour chart. By losing this key point, by losing the 21 EMA on the daily chart, Nvidia enters bearish territory again. In this scenario, we could seek lower support levels like the Fibonacci's retracements over here. We could retest even the 108 again. Therefore, Nvidia has more downside left. Only a very good, meaningful bullish reaction, a very intriguing bottom signal could materialize a short-term reversal of this bearish momentum over here. But so far, there is no technical evidence supporting a bullish thesis. So we gotta wait. If you wanna buy Nvidia, you gotta wait because there is not a single bullish reaction. Unlike Tesla. Tesla is making a bullish reaction today. Of course, it is not a great one. It is not amazing. It is a decent one. We have yet to break many important resistance levels like the 21 EMA on the daily chart, like the support level, I'm so sorry, like the resistance level of this descending channel over here, all right? So there are still a few resistance levels to break. Tesla is trying to. It is trying very hard to do that, but we have yet to see more confirmation. Today's candle is a very weak one. Now, Nathan, what are the possible scenarios for Tesla stock over here? Now, the most important support level is the 206. Okay, only by losing the 206, Tesla is gonna materialize a sharper correction ahead. There is technical evidence supporting that. In this case, the $182 is going to be our next technical target because there are no other meaningful support levels. Maybe you can work with some Fibonacci's retracements over here, but however, we already hit the 50% retracement over here. Therefore, if we see a top signal materialized below the 21 EMA, below the $210 over here, we could see Tesla easily losing these support levels, retesting the 182 again, especially because Tesla is a high beta stock. It has higher volatility. Therefore, we could see such bearish scenario ahead. So the 206 is our most important support level. It is working nicely so far. It is in fact the 50% Fibonacci's retracement, but we gotta see a meaningful bottom signal triggered over here in order to materialize a nice bounce ahead. Any bounce to the $228 would be totally acceptable. However, just like the QQQ, Tesla has to break this key point in order to trigger a bullish pivot point, and in this case we're gonna see a very important rally ahead, and such rally could take us back to the 265 again. There is an open gap over here, and again, gaps work as magnets for the price, all right, and this is gonna help the bullish thesis over here. Now it feels like I can't stress this enough, all right. Let's analyze other stocks over here. For instance, Micron is one of the stocks that is on my personal radar right now. It is just like Tesla, all right? It is stabilizing. It is in bearish territory. It is below the 21 EMA. We don't see any meaningful bullish signal over here, but if we do, that's gonna be just fantastic because Micron has everything to bounce to higher levels. This one is also a high beta stock. It could retest higher levels like the 110 over here, $110, $11. We could easily retest these levels over here, and that would be totally fine. It has an open gap above the price over here, so long term speaking, if we see a meaningful bottom signal around this area, that would be just fantastic. Gaps, again, guys, gaps work as magnets for the price, and Micron is a very good example of this technique we use together, because let me share my personal chart with you guys over here. Micron recently this stock over here dropped sharply. Since June this year, this one dropped roughly, let me see, 45% roughly, just to close this open gap over here. From February this year, it closed this open gap over here. It did a crystal clear bottom signal, a triple bottom chart pattern, and then materialized a very nice buy signal. It did hit my personal target on it, and right now it is dropping again back to my previous buy signal over here. Therefore, yes, I am looking at it very closely. And if you want to learn more about technical analysis, if you want to learn how to identify such reversals over here, I teach you my trading methodology for free. All right, just take a look at my website. The link is in the video description or in this QR code right here on your screen. I'm gonna give you guys a complete ebook on technical analysis where I teach you guys everything you need to know in order to trade well. And you can join my Telegram channel for free as well, where I share many trading ideas, strategies like this, which I did share on our Telegram channel. So just join us over there. Link is in the video's description. All right, so let's take a look at Broadcom as well, because just like Micron, Broadcom is also trying to react. In this case over here is slightly more bullish because we are above the 21 EMA. It is also a very promising one. If we see a bullish pivot point getting triggered, that's gonna be just fantastic. Broadcom has everything to retest the $180 again, make a new record high, etc. But we gotta see this bullish pivot point getting triggered first. So far, there is not a single bottom signal. Maybe we're gonna react nicely after earnings because it will report earnings in 6 days. So let's watch Broadcom very closely. Palantir is a very good one because it is already reacting above the 21 EMA. It is trying to break its resistance level over here, but we gotta see a better reaction on the weekly chart because last week it did a top signal. All right, so we gotta reject this bearish candlestick pattern over here in order to materialize a decent, meaningful bullish rally, maybe possibly to the all-time high around $46. I'm so sorry, $45 up here. Meanwhile, advanced micro devices, AMD is making a top signal below the 21 EMA on the weekly chart. In order to avoid such top signal, we gotta see a meaningful, important, critical bullish reaction as soon as possible, trading above the 21 EMA, and preferably we gotta see in the next few days a breakout of this bullish pivot point over here, so we can avoid a sharper, I'm so sorry, it's the path tool that I want, in order to avoid a more bearish scenario over here. In this case, I see AMD closing this gap over here, 174, and retesting our next technical resistance level at 187. I'm gonna keep you guys updated in this channel every single day. Therefore, if you're not a subscriber and if you did like the content, remember, subscribe this channel and support me. Click the like button as well. Thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. See you guys on Monday. Stay safe. Bye bye.